Hey guys, Rook back from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel on the interweb for all things geeky and cool. We have an action figure review we're taking a look at today. This is the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Green Ranger. This is a very, very new figure. So new I only got it a couple weeks ago as far as the recording of this video goes. I actually picked it up in a retail store. I got it at Target. For it, it has an MSRP pricing of $19.99. It's very, very reasonably priced. Now, let's actually take a look here at the packaging here. So this actually showcases as a window box so you can see the actual figure within. I have not cracked it open yet. I will be doing my breakdown. I'll open this guy up and we'll actually take a closer look of what he has as far as his build, his articulation, and any of the accessories. So let's look at the sides here, which kind of showcases, if you look over on this side, the dagger, his dragon dagger kind of curves around to the side of here. Now, looking at the back here is rather interesting. There's multiple figures you see down here, guys. Now, and also you'll see some figures up here. Now, you'll get a close-up of that shortly. Now, what's kind of interesting is that this looks to be a multiple wave set of Power Ranger figures. Now, what I mean by that is, if you look down here, this looks to be the figures that are available in this wave. These other figures that you see around the Megazord here is a collect and connect. So you basically, for every figure that you see associated to it, there would be a piece that you put together to form the Megazord. The only one I saw off of the original Megazord was the Red Ranger, which has just basically this middle portion that you would see right here, just as that middle piece. So I'm assuming they're going to make later waves, which will have the additional pieces, which will make you want to buy those additional guys. Makes sense. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to come back with my breakdown segment. We'll take a look at this guy, crack him open, and see what he looks like up close and personal. Stay tuned, guys. I'll be back shortly. We're in our breakdown segment looking at the Green Ranger out of packaging. But first, let's look at the actual package itself. As you notice, this is a blister box. Once you get it open, you'll see the Power Ranger logo behind it, which is nicely done. And over here, of course, you have the spot that talks about the exclusive items, the two weapons. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's look at the back. At the back here at the bottom, you'll see all the figures that are showcased in the wave. The Red Ranger here is the piece for this. It comes with this particular piece, the center of the Megazord. Now, all the other figures you would see around it would be in a later wave, probably a wave 2 and possibly a wave 3 if they want to extend this much further down the line. Now, let's look at Green Ranger here, again out of the packaging. Now I have him situated in this pose only because it was extremely difficult to actually get him into a pose like this, mainly because this left hand, I actually snapped this entire ball joint right off. I cracked it in half. I was able to put it back together with no damage, with no glue or anything along those lines, with a little bit of pressure. So let's actually, as you see here, this is about as close as you can get to him playing the dragon dagger, which he's very known for in the actual shell. So let's take that out and actually go through his articulation here. So first thing, let's take a look at this head sculpt. This head sculpt is perfect. This is a perfect representation of how he actually looked in the shell. He does support, it's on a ball joint, full 360 movement up and down, which is very, very nice. His arms can go out almost to a full T, if I can spin his arms around. He does have double jointed elbows, wrist swivels for both hands. He has an ab crunch. And if you notice the dragon shield here, this gold shield across his entire body is all one solid piece. This can't be removed. It's sculpted in place. He actually has a morpher, which is detailed here as well. Now, if you notice here, he has a little open peg. That's for one of the accessories. This is the little sheath the actual dragon dagger comes in, and actually it works on a peg system, so you simply just peg it in place and it stays on. Rather nice, rather firm. You can even move it around and pose it. Now, let's look down at the legs. His legs can go full wide rate of motion. I mean, you can take him this way, you can actually make a, he can do splits. Actually, see, you can do splits here, guys. His knees, he does have double jointed knees, as well as very tight pin and socket on those feet, and they do hold in place really well. As far as stances go, he does hold a stance. He will not fall over. He's very, very stable. Now, let's take a look at the actual accessories, as we talked about, because there's two exclusive ones. First, we're going to look, of course, at the dragon dagger. Really, really well done dagger here. The only thing I would have liked is a little bit more paint on the actual handle. Maybe make the accents with the buttons here. It would have been gold trimmed, which would have been really, really nice. But as far as most of it, there's a lot of paint on it already, so I'm pretty happy with the amount of paint on it. The second item, of course, is the Sword of Darkness. This actually appeared in a few of the episodes when they actually met up with the Green Ranger. He only showcased it in a few episodes, and it was eventually destroyed. But he actually does come with this as well. Now, does he actually hold this? Well, he can hold it. If you pop out the normal hands that I had the dragon dagger with, and he does have the second pair of hands, which is the ones he actually came with, these gripping hands. And if you can, give me a second, got that one here, and he has this other one here. We'll get that one in place. So he comes with two pairs of hands, the dragon dagger hands, and then the normal gripping hands. If I can get the piece in place, that would be a good thing. There we go. And he can actually hold the dragon, the Sword of Darkness as well. And you can get some really nice poses with this. I'm going to be posing it with the Dragon Dagger because I have several Green Ranger figures and they all have the Dragon Dagger. Sort of an iconic pose he normally has. And we'll be back shortly, guys, with final thoughts. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back shortly. The Green Ranger 6-inch scale for the Power Rangers line from Bandai. I really like this figure. I think they did a great job on this figure. The only thing that I had issues with was that left hand when I had issues trying to actually get it situated or try to get it into place for the socket. It kept on popping out and actually snapped it. That was the only issue I would say with it. If you can actually find one, pick up this Green Ranger figure. It's a very, very well done figure. I really, really like it. Just remember, guys, to like and thumb up this video. Always click that subscribe button. I'm still chasing my 100 subs, which will be our contest, our very first giveaway for the Funko glow-in-the-dark Barnes & Noble's exclusives. I hope you liked the video, guys. Take care, and bye-bye.